Good morning. I probably won't be on here but just a couple of minutes this morning, and I'm more than likely going to do a short. I just wanted to say hello. It's been a while since I've done this. I'm still getting used to recording myself, but God bless you again. This is Chaplain Joyce McGuire. A lot in the prisons and the jails they call me Mama Joyce, Mother Joyce, and a lot of other people do too. But about me, it's not about me, but sometimes you need to be introduced a little bit to what somebody, who they are and what they stand for. Rock of Ages Outreach Ministries, and I just try to do what the Lord shows me and lead and guide me in all things, and I'm trying to just walk an honest life with the Lord and come before Him every day. And as I always say in the videos, it first always comes to us first. Not to point a finger at anybody else, but the Lord wants our hands clean and our heart pure. I've said that a lot of times, but that's what I stand for and that's what I believe. We have to do an inward check every day and not be just like looking at everybody else. Oh, they're falling short. They're falling short. We all fall short of the glory of God. And to be leaders, we have to lead in truth and in spirit. And that's what I try to do. I've read these verses before, but this is what I'm going to do today. And then I'm going to get off of here. It's in St. Matthew, and it's in different of the Gospels. But it's in verse 22, and we'll start with verse 36 and go through verse 40. And then, like I say, I'm going to close for today. I've got some things I need to do this morning, but I'm just glad to be on here and to even read the precious Word of God. That's important. We hear, and not just be hearers of the Word, but doers of the Word also. But starting in verse 36, well, it goes before that saying a lawyer, but in verse 36, this lawyer said, Master, which is the great commandment in the law? And then verse 37, Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. And you know what? That's what we need to do every day, every day. You know what happened in the old? Right off, the commandments were broke, and Moses threw them down, and he broke them. God was merciful, and he gave the commandments, but man could never keep them. But Jesus Christ came, lived a sinless life, born of a virgin, died on a cruel cross. He was born to die, and he is God. And you know what? He came and he offered himself sacrifice for us all. And he never he didn't ever answer to stir up trouble or strife. Everything he did was righteous. He heard from the Father, and that's what he spoke. And he was God, but he was man. But he gave himself a ransom for all. And there was no sin, there was no guile in him. And I didn't even mean to get off on this, but even as he looked at Nathaniel and he met him, and he was like, an Israelite surely, which is no guile. We don't need any guile in us. We need to every day just, Lord, take anything. I don't want no false agenda. I don't want a hidden agenda. I want to be the real deal. And you can't get no realer than real. And I want to be genuine. I have my faults and failures. You better believe I do. But you know what? When you love God, the same thing is known of you. And sometimes you're not too popular. But you know what? I'd rather walk with God during this troubled time and all that's coming on the world and all these threats. And I'm not even going to get into that, the missile threats and all the things that's going on. It's in the news. But I know one, that God is above all, He sees all, and He is not going to lead us wrong. And He will be with us till the very end. Jesus said He would never leave or forsake us. He will be with us everything we go through. God bless you. Keep your eyes above on Him. All things to do with the Lord. And if you do that, you know what? There is no way you can go wrong because He will not guide you wrong. But don't believe a false spirit. Just be very careful what you take into your spirit. Love from the depths of your heart. Love the Lord thy God with all the heart, mind, soul. And I think in another gospel it says, in strength. If you compare the gospels, they all agree. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, they all agree. It's called the harmony of the gospels. Get in the Word of God and stay with it. And I just pray you be blessed today. I pray we grow in Him. I'm going to make this probably a short today, but God bless everyone. Thank you.